It's 2024 and you need to break your weight loss plateau. If you need to lose your first 10 pounds or even your last 10 pounds, or maybe you lost a lot of weight and now you're stuck trying to lose wherever you're at, right? This is going to be the perfect video for you. Let's dive in together. And at the end, comment your thoughts on the video. And if you have any further questions, drop a comment below. You might see your question turn into an actual video topic. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more. Now, the first why as to why you're stuck in a plateau, and it's going to be short and simple. You're on the Facebook groups, YouTube, TikTok. You got all this research, right? It's my favorite phrase that people be saying when I'm on my fitness consultations. They want to get started working out. Is I know what to do. I just got to do it. Well, that don't help anybody. So one of the first reasons that you're stuck in a plateau is because you know what you need to be doing. It don't matter if you're advanced, a beginner, never seen a gym in your life, you're in between. You know what you need to be doing. You just got to go do it. Like if you literally just wrote down a list of, okay, here's the things that I know I need to do, and you go through these things, I promise you're going to get out your plateau, right? That's a super easy fix. Another reason why that you're in your plateau, like let's say you've been doing the gym thing, you're working out, you're doing the cardio. They said, hey, calorie deficit and intermittent fasting, this, that, and the third, but you lost a little bit of weight and now you're just like, it's just stopped moving. You're not tracking properly. And we're going to get to how you should get to tracking properly in a second here. But when you're not tracking like your weight, you're like you're stepping on a scale, nutrition, that's another thing. How often you eat, your timing, tracking your sleep, but just tracking different stats in general to make sure that you're not just throwing and shooting in the dark, right? Because a lot of time when we want to lose weight or drop body fat percentage or break a certain kind of plateau we're going through, we don't actually know our numbers. And at a certain point in your journey, you kind of can't just go about it in a way that you're like, I've been trying. Okay, well, can we itemize this on a piece of paper? Like what exactly have you been trying that's going to help us get to that next level? But the weekends, if you are a weekend warrior, I want you to put let me see, put a sword emoji in the comments. If you're a weekend warrior, I ain't gonna lie. If I wasn't running this live, I would put a sword in there too. But when the weekends come, for some reason, I don't know, we just, well, the calories don't exist on the weekend. And then we get back Monday, we step on the scale and we're like, well, what happened? Those are really the main two reasons that people get stuck in a plateau. I'm going to show you my client, Emily. And a lot of the time, before I share this, a lot of the time, y'all will be stepping on the scale every now and then. A lot of people, we step on scale every day. As your coach, if I can't see what is actually going on, I can't help you. It doesn't matter if you feel like you've been doing things the right way. Hey, look, I got to look at these numbers so I can tell your body weight is fluctuating to make sure I can get you from point A to point B. But the main thing you need to see is the weight started up here and it came all the way down here. This is about a 35-pound difference. You see these squiggly lines right here. This is what y'all be doing when you post in a group and you're like, I'm struggling with the weight loss. I don't know what I'm doing. What do I got to do to fix it? Well, just stay consistent. It's not broken. Your body weight, y'all, is supposed to fluctuate. You might wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Maybe you got a kink in your neck. Maybe you went to sleep, but then, I don't know, your neighbor's dog is barking too loud. Now you didn't get good sleep. And you wake up a little bit more stressed. Because you're more stressed, you hold on to more water weight. I don't know. Anything could happen. That is a true weight loss journey. Some people lose more weight than others, right? If she had more weight on her, and in this graph right here, this probably would have been a 50-pound jump, but be it that she wasn't too far technically to her goal, we expect and actually want a slower weight loss process because let me tell y'all something too. This first chunk of her journey right here, we actually only focused on eating enough, make sure it wasn't messing up her stomach because she has some gut issues we had to address as well too. But then also get her stronger because we went from 10-pound dumbbells we was working out with to we fast forward all the way to like most recently, she's deadlifting over 230 pounds. One of the first things that I always tell people to focus on is, hey, can you do a push-up? Can you do a pull-up? Can you run a mile without stopping? Can you run a mile without stopping under 15, 12, 10 minutes? Can you get to 8 minutes? How many push-ups can you do in a minute? Can you do sit-ups, squat, full range of motion? Can you execute proper form on a deadlift, a bent over row? Do you have mastery of moving your body? Do you still get winded when you go up the stairs? I still get winded when I go up the stairs, but that's not the point. Focus on the non-scale victories. Yes, as your coach, I'm gonna watch the scale. I'm gonna make sure like things are moving where they need to be. But honestly, I'm more so worried about, do you have mobility? Is your body strong enough to handle the weight that is on it? Because another thing that people do wrong is we see this stuff on social media, right? As a beginner, and we try to go execute those things, and then we hurt ourselves. And now when we hurt ourselves, we can't work out and move because we didn't strengthen our body properly. And because we didn't do that, that injury is going to prolong us 4 to 6 months. It might be some depression setting in, the weight's going up. Now we're just like, screw it. So you really, really want to focus on more so non-scale victories. Let's get the foundation built first. Some of y'all trying to walk into the house and you ain't signed the deed yet. Some of y'all trying to walk into the house and then in the concrete foundation, it got cracks in it. So you really got to lay down a solid foundation. So y'all saw Emily's weight loss journey. Sometimes we had to eat less, sometimes we had to eat more, sometimes we had to take a damn break, sometimes it didn't work out. It's about learning your body. You have to improve your intuition around your body's nutrition. I'm going to assume that you are working out at least 3 times a week. You're doing some form of cardio 5 times a week. That can even be 15 to 20 minutes of walking every single day, something light. I'm going to assume you're trying. If you're not trying, if you do just that basic, just work out, strength train, weights or something like that 3 times a week, you just walk outside, go touch some grass, get some sunlight 5 times a week for 15, 20 minutes. Call your homeboy, call your homegirl, and just go walk. I promise you, do that for 3 months, you're going to see some change in your body. Then you can come back to this video and once you get to that first plateau after about 2-3 months, and then we get to break that next plateau. I can see why y'all get confused because I was getting confused too. The things I like to focus on, and this is in order, and I want you to write these down. First thing is, are you eating enough? So all that science mumbo jumbo y'all had, throw that stuff out the window, y'all. That stuff gets confusing, and honestly, unless you're getting on stage, you actually seldom need to go that far when it comes to your weight loss journey. So are you eating enough? And so I want you to ask yourself is how many times you're eating per day. If you are not eating at least 3 times a day, your first goal right there, I need you eating 3 times a day. I don't even care what you eat. We don't eat enough. And we wonder why we don't get results. Well, I like to think about it like this. Let's say you're dating somebody and they're inconsistent with you. You're probably not going to want to function at your best for that other person because they're being inconsistent. It's the same thing with your body. And you expect your body to give you this consistent effort. It's probably not going to happen. Now, try to make at least 2 of those meals healthy, at least 2 of those. And then we'll get to the 3 meals healthy and blah, blah, blah. The next thing to check into, what does the quality of those meals look like? So I want you to start adding some protein in it. And you're going to next ask the question, what kind of protein? Go to Google, type in 20 different proteins I can get. For y'all that know about AI, go to chatgpt.com. Hey, ChatGPT, give me a list of 25 different protein sources I can eat on my meal plan. And you take a step further, give me a meal plan with this stuff, and boom, there you go. Add to your lifestyle before you start subtracting from your lifestyle. So I tell people, hey, they be like, hey, can I cheat my diet? I'm like, hey, look, if you eat these 4-5 meals a day, 100-something plus grams of protein a day, if you drink your water, you did your workout, you hit your cardio, you get your vegetables in, your fruit, I don't care what you do, because guess what? By the time you've knocked out all those things, your body's gonna be like, I'm kind of full, like I'm straight. You're gonna notice your cravings go down. Why? Shocking, you actually start nourishing your body. The next thing, add 1 extra meal item. We have to get our body used to eating 4 times a day. I like to say times a day instead of meals because we have this thing about meals versus snacks. It can kind of get confusing. Just eat something 4 times a day and make sure those 4 things have protein in them. I'm talking about this on like a 2 to 3 month spectrum. A lot of y'all's problem is we try to crunch this into like right here. Like if you're eating once or twice a day, I want you to focus on eating 3 times a day for the next month. And then the second month, I want you to start practice eating 3 to 4 times a day for the next month. On your third month, I want you to practice mostly eating 4 times a day, maybe 3 times a day for the days that you don't work out, right? Like that's how long of a spectrum you want to get into, because it's very, very tough to force yourself into a lifestyle that you're just not used to. Now, the next thing, let's start counting calories. I actually only want you to focus on your, what's it called, calories and your protein. Don't even too much worry about the carbs or the fats, just the calories and the protein. Don't go over a certain calorie number. Don't go over a certain protein number. With the BMR, let's say, we'll just use me for an example. My BMR is about around 1750-ish. Actually, probably 1800 now because I've been working out, I've been putting on a little muscle, you know what I'm saying? But probably around 1800, right? And that's just if I just sit on the couch and just watch TV all day, I'm going to burn 1800 calories. Let's say I want to lose, let's say for me, about like 173, 175. That's actually pretty lean for me. So from right now, that's actually about a 10-pound loss. I plan to lose 10 pounds in about 3 to 4 months. Now, why in the hell? Now, could I lose in 10 in 1 month? I could. I definitely could. Will I enjoy it? No, the hell I won't. But why would I want to lose it in 3 to 4 months? Well, the reason is it gives me a lot more grace and it's a lot less stressful. But the how that I would do that is, one, I work out 4 times a week this past year. Next year, I'm trying to crank it up to high gear and 5 times a week, like weights, like that's what I'm trying to hit. But on top of that, I'm also going to be increasing my step count up. And my legs and shins and knees, they be doing weird stuff. So I got to kind of crescendo my way up. But on average, in that 4-month timeline, it's going to be about 20 to 25 minutes of cardio, just walking outside. I really love walking outside. It just does stuff for me. But walking outside, treadmill if the weather's too bad. And like that's the workout regimen, right? But when we stack all those things up, my BMR plus my workout, on the strength training workout, just lifting weights, I'm probably gonna burn anywhere from 200 to 400 calories, depending on if it's legs, upper body, depending on how intense I'm going, my rest times. So I'm not really accounting for too much of those, but they count for something. I usually take the lower end of my calorie burn, my calorie output when it comes to like exercise and cardio. I like to say this, and this is another thing because I like to make things as simple as possible science wise. Always overestimate on what you thought you ate and underestimate how much you thought you burned with your workouts. All right. Because we tend to overestimate or underestimate how much we actually ate with our food intake, and we overestimate with our calorie burn, especially if you got them watches on and stuff on. Your watches don't really know you. If I'm burning 1,800 calories and I want to lose 10 pounds in like a 3 to 4 month timeline, the reason I'm stretching out like that is because I don't want to lose a lot of muscle. I want to be like, I actually want to see my muscle build at the end of this. If I went fast in that, I'm gonna lose muscle tone. I'm gonna look like a shrimp. I'm burning about 200 to 400 calories with my workouts, and then my cardio is burning maybe like 200 to 300 calories a day, right? We add all that stuff up. That puts me in an output with calories, maybe around, I'm at about, we'll just say 2,500. It's about 2,500. I train still in person. I take a lot of steps during the day, but about 2,500 on my working days, right? My rest days, I burn about 2,000 because I ain't working out. I'm just walking outside, whatever. So on any given day, I'm burning from like 2,500 to 2,000 calories. So now, thing that I do, so this is the problem. You'll hear calorie deficit to lose weight, and you instantly go into a calorie deficit. No. Mm-mm. My first goal is to eat. And this is especially what I do with like a lot of clients. And I'll give you a example. One of my clients, he just finished. He's still going, my bad. He's in his 3rd month with me so far. And he's on a good track. He was at like 215. Our first goal was to eat. We went from eating, well, he wasn't even tracking calories, but he was getting like maybe 1,500-ish from what we were logging inside of in his meal plan. We went up to like 2,200 calories. And guess what happened? He lost weight. So the first thing that you always want to do is feed yourself enough. Work your way up to maintenance. Now, I also like to say track your calories for about 7 days. Everything you get in, take the weekly average divided by 7. That's about how much you're getting on average every single day. Now, from there, you just want to add on like every week 100 calories. 100 calories, preferably mostly protein, a little bit of carbs, and you weigh in every single day. What you're looking for is for your weight loss to just stop and stall for about a week. At that point, eat the same amount of calories, and you have 2 options. You can now go into a calorie deficit, or you can add more cardio and your weight loss will continue. Now, when you get to the point where it's going to have a good balance of how much cardio I want to do and how much weightlifting I want to do, as you do that, you start eating more, you start losing more weight. Your body's like, oh, wait a second. Guess what? Calorie deficit. Now your body's like, oh, okay, boom. It's like, wait. Now your body catches on, right? So your metabolism starts to catch up to you, basically, right? Your body's smart. You can't outsmart your body. It's constantly trying to balance out to make sure you're not in too far of a calorie deficit. And that's another reason you start to do that plateau. I go over this in way more detail inside my meal guide. So just comment meal guide in this video or DM me meal guide, and I'll send you the meal plan mastery. The last thing is now you focus on macros. If you are a beginner, definitely take the first track I gave you for that first 3 month time span before you even count a single calorie, right? It just makes it a whole lot less stressful. And then you can go into that calorie counting, right? Get consistent first because it's less stressful. I don't want you to think that you have to spend the rest of your life counting calories. I don't really count calories. I'm gonna start counting calories again in January, just to kind of show people like a case study myself on my teachings and what I'm telling y'all. But I don't really count calories like that because I mean I've counted them for years, and I can tell you, oh, that egg is 70 calories in the egg. It's about 5 grams of fat. No, 5 grams of protein, 3.6 grams of fat, and like 0.1 grams of carbs. I don't know where the carb comes from, but it's in there. But I know that because I didn't count too many calories in my lifestyle. But also, and this is just more so science society, y'all, give yourself grace, give yourself breaks, and remember, do not restrict from your lifestyle. Don't subtract from your lifestyle, add to your lifestyle. So implement everything I'm telling you. Plot that out. In whatever time you need to plot that out in, plot that stuff out. And then, give yourself time, give yourself breaks, and enjoy yourself after you've done it. So if you're at the top part where it's all right, coach said eat 3 healthy things a day. All right, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna have a donut. Hey, did you do 3 other things? All right, cool. Hey, we'll worry about the donut like month 4. Just focus on being this person. Because I'm telling you, and you'll see it in the group, people kind of boasting about it, including myself. I'm telling you, a lot of the people who are super in shape and lean and fit, all I can say is like we have like a muscle savings bank that just kind of burns stuff up that ain't supposed to be there. Like if I drink, like for some reason, I get a major cold sweat. Like I'm talking like I'm sweating. Like my body's trying to get all that stuff out of me like right then and there. And the next day, my appetite be gone because my body's like, hey, we don't do that. We don't want that in here. But your body starts to adjust when you be consistent. It starts to adjust on how you need to be operating to become that leaner version of yourself, that ideal shape that you want to feel, see, mobility, and all that stuff. But I hope this video was helpful for y'all, and I hope this live stream was helpful for y'all. If it was helpful, give me like a thumbs up, give me like a little fist bump. Let me know it's helpful. Comment below any other topics you want us to cover and everything. We'll start going a little bit more live in here. Definitely myself, I've been planning to go live for like the longest. I was like, let me just go ahead and go live because it's been too many the same questions on repeat, and we need to do something about that.